Hello YouTube. I'm going to be reading from A New Concept of the Universe, written by Walter Russell, The Fallacy of Newton's Mathematics. Even though an astronomer might find a new planet by applying the mathematics of Newton, this does not in fact prove the claim made for it. A noted example of the attempt to prove a false premise by equations, which have merit in them as equations, but do not have the least factual merit, was Newton's attempt to prove mathematically that the moon would fall upon the earth if it were not for a mythical initial impulse, which gave the moon just the right speed to keep it from falling upon the earth, or from flying off a tangent. As a preliminary to what I intend to say upon this subject, the moon is not only falling upon this planet, but it is slowly spiraling away from it. Furthermore, all planets in any solar system, all moons of all planets, and all suns, planets, and moons of every nebular system in the heavens are all spiraling away from their primaries. This is nature's method of preparing for rebirth. Water vapor rises from water for the same reason, to disintegrate. Every body disintegrates after it has passed the maturity point which marks the generative half of its cycle, but disintegration and death are but preparations for regeneration into life. Suns wind up centrifugally to polarize. When they have become true spheres, they unwind centrifugally to depolarize. To depolarize, they throw off rings from their equators. Rings become planets, which likewise throw off centrifugally spiraling rings, which become moons. This is nature's method of returning her polarized bodies to the zero of their source. She divides her masses into expanding systems, and this division continues until matter has been swallowed up by space. Newton evidently did not know of this depolarizing principle of nature. He assumed that the moon has weight in respect to the earth, just as a cannonball has weight in respect to the earth. Believing in the deceptive evidence of his senses, he calculated the speed of the continued momentum needed to keep a cannonball from either falling to the earth or from flying off at a tangent. On the assumption that the moon has weight in respect to the earth, just as the cannonball has, he proved to the world that the moon would fall to the earth if it were not for the initial impulse, which kept the moon from falling. And that is the belief of science today. Because of the belief that weight is a fixed property of matter instead of being an ever-changing property of ever-changing polarity.